Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Couple Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Ghost Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes! Woo! It is that time of the week again. It's time for the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand. And it's Monday, my dudes! Which means your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me! Drunken Uncle! And I'm joined, as always, but actually, Sinatra, he did, in fairness, he texted me. He said he was going to be late as he's doing some highly sound-sensitive stuff in his studio. So, you know, fair enough. And apologies for my tardiness as well, because I actually replied saying, "It's okay, dude. I am fixing Kim Prawn's phone." And, I mean, in order to do that, I had to fucking translate it from fucking foreign to fucking English anyway. And that took a while. And then finding out what the actual issue was she didn't have it. It's a new phone, and she somehow set it to Arabic. And then, of course, she didn't know how to fucking change the language back. So, I mean, it took a while, and it was a good laugh. But that is exactly why I'm late. That is exactly why Sinatra's late. Polly is in the Discord server, but he is currently muted and server deafened, so he doesn't know what's going on right here. How are we doing out there in the chat? It is another Monday. It is 2023, and we're feeling good. We got out there in the beautiful, beautiful chatosphere. Mark Smart says late and limes. Well, I'm not liming myself. That's just not happening. We got JK out there as well. We got a Molly Okami Plague, Dr. Zach, Eric Grindsarter, San Miguel. Bloody hell. John Trioxin as well, saying, please welcome your gay godfather of the high street. Right, okay, you're wrong on two reasons there. For one, it was saint of the high street. And for two, not fucking gay, just late. Please welcome your gay godfather of the high street, Drunken Uncle. He's in an otter time and in an otter place, Polydub, and coming from Ohio Spaghetti, Sinatra. That would be wonderful had I not been the only person here, but that's absolutely fucking fine. Melly D says, so Drunken and Polly making out. Got it. No, if anything, it's Sinatra and Polly making out. And do you know what? I'm fine with it. I always knew those kids were going to get it together. There's been a whole will they, won't they thing going on for, well, hell, 289 episodes now. So, as it's just me and you, chat, you know, let's rap. Let's get real for a second. I was on the way home from the pub the other day. 'Twas a night off. 'Twas a Thursday, actually. It should have been the Twitcher in hours, but it wasn't. And I'll tell you for why. It's because I ran into my friend Scouse. Now, why do I call him Scouse? Well, because he's a Scouser, obviously, right? And he was at the pub, and then we get kicked out of the pub because the pub is closing, and it turns out other people would like to go home. And I go, well, you know, have you got work tomorrow, Scouse? And he went, no, Millard, not me. No, got a day off. And I went, all right, cool. Let's Big Dro said, heads up, Sinatra and Polly are muted. Big Dro, I appreciate what you're saying. Polly has muted himself and has actually deafened the whole server, so Polly can't even hear me. He's probably there, and he's sat there going, why didn't he start the stream yet? And Sinatra just straight up isn't here right now because he's recording some sound-sensitive stuff. So it's all right. Hey, we're going to hold it down for a minute. It's fine. But thank you for getting my back there, Big Dro. I appreciate it. So Scout says, no, I ain't got work tomorrow, mate. Got a day off. And I went, all right. I'll grab a couple of cans and head back to mine, listen to some music. And he went, sounds fucking excellent, Millard. He goes, see, I don't listen to what they say about you. You're a good bloke. So we proceed to get absolutely fucking rat-assed until about 1 p.m. the next day. Now, here's the thing. Along the way, we pass the shop, because there is a shop that we go past. We go past the shop. And as we go, I mean, I feel the need as I see the state in front of me to say, are you all right, love? Because there is a woman out there, probably a couple of years my junior, crying and wearing one shoe. The other shoe, no shoe to be seen. Nary a sock to be seen on that foot either. She's got one shoe and one bare naked foot. And I went, you all right, love? And someone just went, oh, no, it's all right, Miller, just leave it. Because, I'm well known up here. I'm the saint of the high street. No, don't, just leave it, mate, just leave it. And I went, all right, fuck it. But I remember, because a couple of weeks ago, I remember having a fucking blazing row, a fucking proper big argument in the pub with her fucking boyfriend. She ended up outside fucking crying, he's such a bastard! And he just went and sat on his own going, like, honestly, I don't fucking get why. So she's like a proper emotion bitch. And here she is with one fucking shoe. Me and my mate Scouse, we bought our drinks and we went back to my house and and I got back and I thought about it and I went, for fuck's sake. And I went into my bedroom and I opened up my Chester drawers and I grabbed a pair of socks and I went back out to the shop and just went, here you are. And she went, oh, that's so lovely of you. But no, I'll be alright, I only live around the corner. And I went, fuck. Because I live around the corner. And it turns out she's my next door fucking neighbour. So ain't that fun? Fuck! This is what I'm stuck with now. These are the neighbours I have. Is the fucking the dewy-eyed shoe girl and her abusive boyfriend, who's not actually all that abusive at all.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Lebetted guide through $5 saying, "Heyo, Drunkle, that's me. I have big news. I'm moving. Come summer, it'll be the end of the condo life for moi. So until then, I need to save like a motherfucker. This will be my last donor for a while, but I'll be back." Well, fuck it, hey, good for you, dude. Hey, if it's a new life, it's a new dawn, it's a new apartment. And I feel good on your behalf, Lamented Guide. Thank you very much for the $5. And I was going to say merry happy returns, but that's what you say. That's what you say for a fucking birthday. God, I wish someone was here to fucking tell me if I was.
Any happy homewarmings? I'm here. What the hell?
Oh my God, that scared the fuck out of me.
Well, I've been here the whole time. I was waiting for you to get to finish with the dewy-eyed.
It's kind of letting you babble.
Yeah.
I was on my own, so I was just doing a quick pub story. Yeah, and it was babbling. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, I mean, when did you come in? At what point? I mean, obviously you heard dewy-eyed.
No, the whole story. You go outside and you're like, what's the problem, love? Because she was crying, and I heard the whole.
Actually, only had one shoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an order of which you noticed.
Ollie and I walked. Oh, what?
I was here before you. What do you
Ollie
mean?
and I walked in at the same time.
No, that's not true. I was here and there was no one here.
No, I mean, Polly was here, but he had the server deafened, so I don't think it counts.
Well, I walked away to get a drink. I get back and the show's starting 10 minutes.
But why did you... Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, so Sinatra had some things he had to take care of. I was fixing Kim Prawn's phone, so I was 10 minutes late. But hey, we're all here now, and boys, I've missed you.
How's it going?
It's all right. Apologize I wasn't here.
I think I'm running on a delay. I'm going to have to restart my system.
Okay. So,
oh.
Right.
Okay.
You're like, oh. Oh, that clearly means we're breaking up. How you doing, P-Dub?
I'm here. The caffeine hasn't kicked in, but it will shortly.
Dude, I don't know if you can tell, but I have drank so much fucking coffee today. Oh, God damn it!
The first worm of the summer!
He's going to play it again when he gets back.
He's going to play it again when he gets... I mean, do you have the same feelings as I do on the Wormy Slurpee?
I'm not a fan of the Wormy Slurpee.
Not a fan of the Wormy Slurpee?
I can live with it. It's not the worst thing ever. I mean, it's...
No, the worst thing ever is the ghost duck.
Well, yeah, I guess. Not in my mind. I think it's great, but...
Of course you do, yeah. I mean, I actually have some duck-based news today as well.
Do you have duck-based news?
I have duck-based news.
Fucking nice.
That's thank you. Right, that is no one really respects the duck-based news anymore, do they? They get like you walk into a room.
We get goose-based news, and I get why. Because geese are assholes.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
they
but it means,
attack,
like,
they hiss, they bite. But
do
ducks,
bite.
yeah, ducks just swim along and get shot. There's not much else to them, and that's sad.
Ducks can be vicious. Ducks can be hilarious as well. I mean, people are the
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, perfectly.
Okay.
Perfectly.
Yeah, it was weird. I was talking and I didn't see it light up for like 5 seconds after I got done talking.
Interesting. Maybe you were in the past for just a moment.
Well, that would explain how I did get here before everybody.
There you go.
You didn't. You lie.
I was here, but then I left. But now I'm back.
I love how indignant we all get over that. Like, bitch, I was here. You're lying. Because the chat will believe it either way. That's the sad
Because
thing.
they know the track record of all of us. They know Polly and I have a 100% attendance record, and Drunkle does his best.
I thank you. That's all I wanted. That is all I wanted. I mean, look, hey, Sinatra, you do have a 100% track record, and it's beautiful. But also, you don't have a job.
But you also have no employment. So,
This is my employment.
Well, exactly. So you've got one job. Now, if we count this as our employment, then, well, hell, I've got 3. 4 if you include selling drugs. Polly has got fucking hell. Also 4 if you count selling his body on a street corner. There ain't enough hours in a fucking day.
Let's in clown. That makes much more sense.
You want to incline?
Yeah.
We can incline. I have drank so much fucking coffee today. It has been dumb because my sleeping pattern got well fucked up. I was telling you about getting pissed up with my mate Scouse. So then, of course, my sleeping pattern got all fucking turned around. So it was just a case of...
Scouse mean like sketchy, strange, nothing you want to touch or go near? Like, isn't it like skeeve?
I mean, close enough, but for the wrong reasons. No, scouse comes from the word lobscouse, which was a special kind of stew, a fish stew, exclusively served in Liverpool. A scouser is someone who comes from Liverpool.
Oh.
So, yeah, it is basically someone you don't want to touch because they're awful. Yeah.
Oh. Like, like sin, skeeve, right? Like, I skeeve for shit. Like, yeah, ugh. That's what scouse sounds like. I'm like, to call someone skeeve is to call them like a scumbag. Is to say like you are full of scum.
Yeah. Same thing
Did
with
you know
Scouser,
that-
but for a different reason.
Yeah, exactly. It all works out.
Did you know scumbags were like an original pseudonym for condoms?
No way.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I heard someone talking about it,
Really?
and they were like, yeah, my dad and his friends would be like, I was going to bang her, but I didn't have a scumbag with me. What? Huh, interesting.
Actually, because I love origins of things like that. That's brilliant. Big if true. Now, speaking of big, you tell him Steve Dave threw $1.99 and said, what a pathetic, piss-poor bastard you must be to ignore that ratio. You've got 2 options, chat. Smash the like button or be my meat shield the next time someone wants to shoot bullets at my bar. Fuckers! So, Steve Dave going in quite hard today. Not often you use him, hear him use the word meat shield. He saves it for special occasions. So, Polly, weekend-wise, how was it? On a scale of 1 to 10.
What? 1 would be like, I don't know, accosted by a HIV-ridden heroin addict homeless person. What would 10 be?
I mean, like, 10 is going to be like getting kissed by God with a mouthful of scotch. And 1 would be like, it's basically Monday.
Oh, 3 then?
It's just a 3.
Well, you set the range. I mean, if you had said
set a
10
range.
was like a good time hanging out with your mates, and you clinked some glasses. Like, oh, I was fucking 8, you know. But
you made Mary and crushed a cup of wine.
Who's Marianne?
It's the lady who serves the wine. Keep her, Potter. Fucking hell.
You made Marianne crush a glass of wine?
You made Mary and crushed a cup of wine.
Oh, made Mary.
To make Mary, be jovial.
Of course, yeah.
Have a giraffe.
Oh, well, then right up there at 8. Had a great old time on Noir Bar on Saturday.
Dude, I was telling my friend about it. I was like, I don't know what happened. We kind of sat down, and 5 hours later, we were still just talking.
Yeah, it was a good 5.5 hour one. Well, when you're drunk and stupid enough to talk about like computer mice for half an hour to 40 minutes straight.
Oh no, that was at least an hour and a half on the computer mice.
You spent an hour and a half talking about computer mice.
I don't even remember. We talked about computer mice and some houses. We did a list. I don't remember what was on it.
Oh, yeah, it was the house. We did the house.
That is one of the
we did the water tower house. I remember that.
Ever. Like,
the
I did
weird
a list,
cocktails.
But I can't remember what was on it. That's fucking brilliant.
Oh, right. Yeah, the disgusting cocktails. The prairie oyster that I didn't think was so gross. Drunken. Is drinking a whole egg inside of an alcoholic drink off the table for you, off the menu?
Right, when you say...
The first word of the summer!
God damn it.
Damn it.
It's the second worm of the summer. It's not even summer.
Mwaha ha 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 ha. Beer the Slurpee Drunkle for being late.
I do feel the Slurpee, and I was late. I deserve that. In fact, send another, because I was that late.
Thank you, Shira.
Right, a whole egg in a cocktail, is it a no? Thing is, when you say a whole egg, I think you're including the shell.
No shell. Yeah, I was supposed to say, yeah.
So it's not a whole egg, is it?
Yeah, no.
Well, no, because you can have egg whites or just egg yolk.
Yeah, but no shell.
But if someone says whole egg, you don't think, oh, obviously it's been cracked. You think a whole egg.
I do.
Shell and all, baby.
Yeah, I do, because I'm not retarded.
Oh, yeah, because only retarded people recognize whole eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Raw? Is it raw?
Tis, but it's been not sterilized, pasteurized.
It's not milk.
That's still what they call it, interestingly.
It's emulsified. That's why you dry shake it with the alcohol, so it kills all the bacteria.
Oh, you kind of like shake the bacteria to death.
Isn't that weird that you can buy in the shell eggs that have been pasteurized?
Yes.
I mean, does anyone actually know what pasteurization? It's just Louis Pasteur just coming in, rising from the grave, and just kind of like wiggling his fingers over an egg and going, "There you go, it's fine."
I am a big fan of egg whites in a cocktail. Sours, gin fizz, flips, all that shit. I'm a fan.
But I mean, that's an egg white. But it was said a whole egg, which we have established means sans the shell. But we're still talking yolk.
Yeah, the yolk is in there.
That's eggnog.
Yeah, I mean, and I've still not tried eggnog. I'm interested in trying it, but I'm not gonna buy a big fucking batch of eggnog because I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it. I don't like drinking eggs. I like eating them, but I don't like drinking them.
Well, anyway, we came across a prairie oyster, and actually, Molly brings up a good point. We didn't just talk about mice as a computer mice. We talked about drinkable and eatable mice, didn't we? Didn't we, Sin?
Yeah. Mice.
Rice wine mice.
Mice wine.
Well, you got the sake mouse.
Yeah, exactly. Disgusting.
Oh, hang on. Are there mice in the sake? Like a tequila worm?
Baby mice.
Yes.
Just born.
I don't know if baby mice makes it worse, to be honest, Polly. I know you're trying. I don't know if it makes it worse.
It does make it worse because I saw them. It was just horrifying.
If anything, it makes it better because they haven't got any fur.
The only thing what was worse was the old person's diabetic urine whiskey.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, that was it. There it is. A guy goes around. He's got 2 friends that are old and they're diabetic, and he collects their urine and makes whiskey out of it.
You see, because it could have been he gets his old diabetic friends to drink the whiskey and then gets them to piss into a pot. And everyone drinks that. You know, like the Vikings.
I mean, it is distilled urine where they just really keep the sugar, but it's still pretty nasty.
It's still, at the end of the day, it's still old people piss.
Yes. Old people diabetic piss.
See, and that is how I feel about eggnog.
No, it
At the end
isn't.
of the day,
You can't
it's
say
still
that.
drinking
No.
eggs.
So what? It's not chicken piss.
And you haven't had it, so you don't know.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't had it. And I would try. Look, hey, I'm not in the market of saying no to things that may enrich my life, you know. Would I try old person diabetic piss? Whiskey? Pisky?
Whiskey.
I'd give it a sip.
All right. You managed to make it funny. No one cracked a joke that night that unturned my turned stomach. Let me tell you, that would have that.
Up
night.
until Pisky.
Yeah, Pisky. Okay, all right. That can realize.
I mean, look, I would. I probably would. I wouldn't swat. I'd swill it around my mouth and spit it out like a wine connoisseur, like a Somalian. That's what they're called, right, Polly?
A Somalian. Yeah.
A Somalian. And then be like, oh, it was a good year. I mean, but you can't go around saying no to these things just because it turns your stomach. I mean, Pisky. You got to get on that.
Pisky.
The fucking that fertilized egg which has been cooked up. You know, you give it a go. You'd eat your wing.
No.
No.
But you could be missing out on something right here, you know? And there's going to come a
And
time
I'm
where you're
missing out.
sat there with your grandchildren. I'm talking more to Sinatra than to Polly here. You're going to be sat down with your
I
grandchildren.
can have grandchildren.
Oh, I've heard, and that is why you're not allowed within 20 yards of a school. Pedo joke.
That isn't
you-
what I meant by have.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's the way I took it. And more importantly, the way the kids took it. You could be missing out on things.
Wow.
And it's gonna be
Yeah,
like-
you want to keep that channel. Listen, look, Sinatra, you should be really embittered about that.
As the man with children.
No, as the man without monetization.
I am, but my complaining just falls on deaf ears, and Drunken doesn't use his monetization, and that makes me even more bitter.
What, so you would like me to use the monetization? So it's no longer a turncoat, a traitor thing.
No, if I was monetized, I'd be uploading regular daily content.
I can't do... once again, I have a job.
And an inability to edit and clip the streams?
Well, I mean, in which case, then I do upload a couple of times a week, actually, over on the YouTube version of Drunken Plays, the archive channel.
So not something people want to watch.
See, that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, that hurt me, and it wasn't even said to me.
I'll have you know, there are literally dozens of them.
No, I
You
mean,
know why that hurt me?
I'd be clipping and
It's 'cause
uploading AAA segments.
You got a proxy pissed off there, Polly. Right?
No, it's
Polly
more
doesn't
like
even do
if I
streaming.
uploaded edited content, it's like I have a feeling Sinatra being saying the same thing about my stuff. The bastard.
Well, no, you're not monetized, so you're fine.
Well, you know what they say, monetization. It's like meth, never have, never will.
But you know what they also say? The lion may be the king of the jungle, but the hyena will always have the last laugh.
Indeed.
Why? Why does the hyena have the last laugh?
Don't see you fell into the trap. You don't try and think it through. That's
No,
for
I
the
do try and
normies.
think it through.
It's just
It's-
a sound
it's
bite.
like-
I mean,
It's like deer in a headlight. You know, the deer's not sitting there wondering, I wonder what that is. The deer's sitting there thinking, duh.
yeah. There's not
Yeah,
like
you know?
the car's vision is based on movement. Is it, idiot? We use that saying over here as well, despite the fact that crashing into deers not really a huge thing.
No, deer already is plural. You're just crashing
It
into
is,
deer.
isn't it? Yeah, I know. I recognize that as soon as I said
You
it.
don't say Chinese's.
I do.
Oh, by the way, new $10 donation.
Oh, was that it? Okay.
I've got a number of new donations. I just forgot to upload them. I put my new Noir Bar donations up. I'm trying to be proactive and do stuff because we have the greatest audience online, and they deserve new and interesting stuff, which is why I should be putting together edited videos, and I'm going to. I started going through my folders, and it's like, look at all the stuff I started and didn't finish.
Yeah.
This is my polydub folder is just a giant testament to my ADHD. It's not good.
I really thought you were going to say testicle, and I
did as
don't know
well.
why.
Yeah, no, I don't know why, but I feel the same way.
Hold on. My poly folder is a giant testicle.
Yeah, I didn't say it made
said
sense. It's just what I thought you were going to say.
I
And now
admit
that
my
you have-
material's ballsy, but what the fuck?
Hey.
Hey.
Now that you did say it, I feel better, and I'm sure Sinatra does as well. It's like when someone sings, fucking the chorus of a song but leaves out the last line. You're like, oh, you fucker. Steve J threw $1 saying, that wasn't a joke either, chat. I was lining up a pool shot, leaned down on the billiards table, and literally dodged a bullet through the window Saturday night. I'm drinking at home from now on. Really? Bloody hell. Steve J could have got shot. If he were... hey, this is what I'm saying. Snooker saves lives, mate. Snooker. Billiards.
Snooker.
Let's just say he was almost in the dead pool.
Speaking of
Well, you give me the
snooker,
yokel laugh. Go,
now, you gotta. I worked hard mastering that slack-jawed yokel cartoon laugh. I don't know if you remember the Looney Tunes cartoons with the fucking hillbilly. He had the overalls
Goofy?
on but no shirt and the big blunderbuss shotgun.
it's always going to be Cletus from The Simpsons for me.
I think that's pretty much what Cletus was based on. But yeah, that's his laugh, and I worked hard trying to be able to. That's the.
No, Sinatra's right. That is the goofy
I think
laugh.
I know who you're talking about.
It's a guffaw.
You don't know who I'm talking about? Look up Looney Tunes Hillbilly.
Simpler times.
Looney Tunes hillbilly hair. Oh, the guy with the red beard and the black.
Yep.
Yeah.
The red beard, yep. That's what they thought of West Virginians. My God.
Well, also back then, 60 to 70-year-olds were portrayed as like porch squatting butter churners.
That sounds racist, but it isn't.
It's 60, 70-year-olds were portrayed as Amish?
Yeah. Like, think of, and they were portrayed as like doddering old fools. And now they are almost.
Is that what you think's going on in a nursing home? Like,
no, but that's how they were portrayed, and now they are
18th century farm chore workers. Where does the churning butter come in?
Entirely. It's just given menial work.
And believe it or not, we actually have some butter-related news tonight.
Stuff that if they could get a cow to do it, it would. You know what I mean?
Well, if a cow could churn its own milk into butter.
Yeah, if they could just have a cow walk in circles.
Yeah, Peter would probably get pissed off about that as well. Like making animals walk.
Now, if I could develop a device
Any device.
and put
He ain't
Bluetooth
fussy.
on it,
A Bluetooth butter churn.
Yeah, just the guy knew exactly where I was going with it. Now they are almost entirely in charge of our government.
Well, the porch squatting butter churners are now all members of Congress.
how
Yes.
just another guy stops in between leg presses and butterfly presses to be able to type on his phone? I don't know. He's always at the gym. I don't know how he manages to
Butterfly.
engage in chat.
Butterfly curl.
Dude, I am so mad I have not been able to go to the fucking gym for a week. I've just been cardioing.
I mean, hey, I'm
Well,
the same. I'm
it's
actually.
got you trim as a high school student, and I remember that oddly sexual picture you sent me.
That was before the cardio.
Why'd you mention high school again? You're doing the work for me. It's like you're the Bluetooth version of me making fun of you. You're just doing it yourself. Trim as a high school student.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe Sinatra was fatter in high school. Were you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I believe that.
Yeah, so do I, actually, now that you mention it.
Just another guy actually says today is rest day, so no gym. It is, I mean, I'm in the same boat as Sinatra right here, and we've spoken about it quite a lot. I ain't going to the gym until after next week, because it's the new year, and it's just going to be fucking jam-packed. You're going to be waiting
another
for the
guy.
machines you want to use and everything. Look, you just got to wait 2 weeks, and then everyone who's going, oh, this is it, this is, you know, the kind of people who say this is going to be my year, they give up after 2 weeks, and that's when I'll start going again.
Okay, but on that subject, just another guy, see, Golden Otter Club member, smart man, he's got a home gym. There you go. You get some dumbbells,
Must
you
be
get some
nice.
barbells, you get a bench, you're good to go. Don't let the fucking sexy women in the fucking yoga pants walking around confuse you. You can find that shit online.
Oh, God, yeah. It's just that's a proverbial carrot dangling in front of you on the treadmill, isn't it? Is the yoga-panted lady.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I don't like the yoga panted ladies. I'm just saying, is that really worth the $30 a month gym membership when it can be found online and for free?
Well, I like going to the gym, though. That's because I walk down, and that means I'm already warmed up. When I get there, and it's nice to. I think it's a big change of the state of mind. If you've got a home gym, you're more likely to be like, oh, I'll give it an hour and I'll go work out, and then it'd be like, oh, I'm going to find something else to do. I'm going to find something else to do. But if you actually have somewhere to go, I think it is a big change mentally.
That's a strange way to express a complete lack of discipline. Huh.
No, if anything, it's more discipline. It's like I have these little rules, right? So I've always had trouble sleeping. Well, not as much as you, Polly, but you should be able to understand where I'm coming from here. So what I do is I'll go like, right, I will actually change into my bedclothes. And then go, right, I'm going to bed in half an hour. Because once you get into your bedclothes, you go, I am now ready to go to bed. I'll probably watch
Ham and Beans is right. Avoid women. They just want your man juice.
They're just trying to suck away your precious life energies in the form of your man juice. It's true.
As long as they suck well, who gives a shit? Serpent threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish, saying, thank you for having Jackbox Olympics on your scheduled night. I had a blast. I hope everyone enjoyed my mad raps, artwork, and tattoos. It was good fun. That was over on twitch.tv/DrunkenPlays. We do the Jackbox Olympics mostly when it's scheduled to happen. And at the moment, Old Man Enfield is on par to win the coveted, the one-of-a-kind, the unique, the handmade Drunken Uncle Trophy. Ooh.
Speaking of a blast, that $10 donation is really something.
Better be blast-worthy. Better be
I'm just happy
blast-related.
that I finally got around to finishing some of these donations that I started I don't know how long ago. That Winona Ryder sucking on a sugar cube sin, was it all I said it was going to be?
That was fantastic.
I started that fucking thing like 10 months ago. And then I didn't put it aside. It just kind of happened.
I want to say. Now, this is what I know. I know exactly what you're on about when it comes to your polydub folder is a huge testicle. I understand because, I've actually had to sit down and make a fucking schedule because there's a New Year's video, which, of course, that's got to come out soon. And it is about going to the gym as well. I've got to get that done, so it's like I've had to fucking schedule. Right, you got work at this time, which means you can come back, you can write for this long, and then you can do your streaming and everything like that. And I've made this comprehensive schedule of me doing things. And on one day, it is literally just things that I have put off. Like the $500 donation, for instance.
Right.
Freemasons run the country!
That one's been on the cards for a long time, and I've got to get it done, so I've had to actually write it down and go, you're doing it on this day, Millard.
Wow. You say your own name with such contempt. Millard.
I have to. Otherwise, Millard don't listen.
Future Millard is so lazy. Past Millard has to talk to him like a bitch.
Past Millard is lazy. Future Millard is angry.
Steve Dave, thank you for the $1. Goddamn it, Polly. The mere mention of Looney Tunes has me strolling through the park one day in my head. Also, random thoughts, second channel idea, Proxy Dub, where your sultry tone analyzes court cases. Analyzes court cases.
Yeah. Just be like,
Could I be like
good objection,
fake
mate.
Kata?
Good objection.
Right, just take guesses as to what the lawyers are saying, and like,
Yeah.
wow, that's not in common law line precedent with the ipso facto system of jurism.
Yeah. Vis-a-vis.
Yeah, just make shit up and see if people find it entertaining. Vis-a-vis.
And that's it. You don't even say anything. You just finish it with vis-a-vis. If you use enough of these, then people are going to be like, oh my god, he's so smart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become poly rackets. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I mean, oh shit, should we have some news?
News.
No, I thought you were going to say no. Like, nah, I'm done with news for now.
Yeah, I think we've done the whole news thing to
We've
death.
done all the news. There's only so much at a time. We've done all of them.
Let me join up here. Oh, I already am watching the stream. Okay, all right, yeah, sure.
Can I interest anyone in some news?
Yes.
Sure.
Really? Oh, I love that. It's nice to have a little bit of encouragement. Yeah, I've ruined it, haven't I? Right, here we go. Let's do the news. Starting off, remaining Avengers team up to battle Snowplow. Fucking, as we all know, Jeremy Renner. He's doing well, by the way. He's doing well. He spent his birthday in hospital, but the Avengers have come along and they've taken out the guy who took out one of their own. That Snowplow, fucking done, mate. Fucking done. It's over. Are you hearing this, Polly?
Yeah.
Good. Right, good. And you know, I try to link up the Babylon B article or something, and yeah, Jeremy Renner thanks staff at ICU for beginning this journey to recovery. So I think he is going to be there for a little while. But as we were chatting about on Wednesday, this guy is such a fucking madman that, you know, he even finished the film Tag with 2 broken arms because he hurt himself during a stunt. So he ended up with fucking green screen fucking arm casts that they could CGI in his qualified torso tubes afterwards. Could you imagine?
You seen the new pictures of him?
Yeah, he looks rough, dude.
Yeah, like that first picture did not portray his level of fuck upness.
Yeah.
Did.
Fuck upness, very good, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine though, like, because of course he was an Avenger, but normally, if the Avengers visit you at your hospital bed, it means you're gonna die in the next week, right?
Did Jeremy Renner make a wish?
When all of his friends come to visit him, was he like, oh god, no? You know, it was worse than I thought. I don't know. At least John Cena didn't come to visit him anyway. But it's a speedy recovery to one of the toughest men in Hollywood, Jeremy Renner. And we know you're watching, Jeremy. All right, give us some of that fucking Born Legacy money. At streamlabs.com/drunken uncle, streamlabs.com/polydunlive, and streamlabs.com/Sinatra_says live streams. Now let's get into the real shit. Let's talk. Alleged burglars arrested after calling 911 for help moving belongings. Have you ever been so fucking dumb?
Wait.
I'm looking at you, Polly. Well, I mean, before saying yes, Sinatra, let me finish.
We already did this one, man.
When?
We
I
did.
think last Monday.
No, last Wednesday. It was mine.
Oh, Wednesday.
Oh, really? Oh.
Go ahead. I want to hear your take on it. So the idiots
was it.
called
No,
911 looking for help.
You would have already heard my take on it on Wednesday because I was there for that one. I mean,
there on
it's
Wednesday?
a rare occurrence that I don't remember news that someone else did. Normally, it's Polly doing an
it's
article
not.
that we did 2 days before. Normally. Oh, well, I mean, if we've already done it, then...
What?
What do you mean,
No, it's not.
What do you mean, no, it's not?
I have said we did this already more times on your show than any other one.
Bullshit. Actually, no, because if you're doing that, you're most likely referring to Ghastly's show on Saturday.
Joshua Montgomery, yes, I check the dates on my news. That's why all my fucking dismemberment and body part stories are always up to date.
Yeah.
I don't... these are not old stories. I'm tired of this fucking Polly with the body part stories. These are always topical.
He likes fresh limbs. Jeremy Renner threw $1. No message. Thank you, Jeremy, and we wish you a speedy recovery, good sir. Well done, mate. Bullseye. All right, we've already done it. All right, let's move on.
All right.
Now, this photo right here. They all thought it was an oil slick. Turns out it was 7,000 ducks.
I was going to say, it looks like a bunch of ducks or maybe some sledge.
Doesn't look like an oil slick.
Sledge?
Yeah, isn't floating seaweed called sledge? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
Did I just make that up?
mispronouncing
I'm gonna.
sludge.
Okay, now you got me guessing. All right.
Google
off
it.
to the
Google it.
interwebs.
Or duck go it. Oh, I mean, that's
I'm
only
gonna
2 ducks.
Go it.
6,998 more ducks to go.
So it was a gang of ducks.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a gang. I think this is a plethora, a myriad, a fuckus of ducks. What's a group of ducks called?
A flock.
Is it going to be that boring? I was expecting something more. We got Joshua Montgomery saying it's sludge. Shuru says it's
sludge. I get. I wanted to say sledge.
That's how we got the Toxic Avenger. It was a load of ducks, is what I'm saying. And I get it. In the photo, yes, it looks like you can look at it and go, well, that's a murmuration of birds right there, you know. But I don't think they were looking through this camera right here. They were probably looking at some kind of fucking weather satellite or something like that. It was so many ducks, it looked like the ocean was fucking itself up right there. But it wasn't. It was just ducks, just ducking. Steve Dave says that's a metric duck ton. Hey-o! And Darren
Here's
says,
one for you.
Oh.
Drunken.
What do I get?
In British vernacular, sledge is to ride in a sleigh, to sledge along.
Yeah. It's the verb of sled.
Yeah, like you knew before.
No, it's like a sled. You know, you sledge.
Yeah, I don't know where I got that from because it's totally not here.
But it's fun. It led to a fun conversation. I dare say it was quackers.
Am I thinking sage?
No, that is a herb.
No.
And it's also could be described as quite, advice that is very wise. Sage advice.
Something's wrong.
Okay?
When I figure it out,
Right?
I'll let you know. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, all right.
All
I
right.
look forward to that. See you Wednesday.
All right. I'll be back
All right, this
in 2 days.
I'll be back.
Ugh. I gotta go
take
think.
a personal day.
Yes. I need a mental health day to think over
It's for the
sledge. That's
mental
fine.
All right, so it was a shit ton of ducks. All right.
Yeah.
Elongated
All right.
muskrat says, Google says it's a raft of ducks. Now, it is a raft of otters when in water. We know
But
that.
upon the land, it's just adorable.
I mean, they're more adorable in the water though, because they hold hands.
Well, that is pretty adorable, but then they get up on land and they start jumping and making the fucking dolphin noises and whatnot. So, yeah, on land is for the win.
Fucking raping alligators and shit like that.
They don't rape them, they just eat them.
Well, I mean, it's more like a rape in the culinary sense, I suppose. It should be a paddle of ducks. Molly Okami's right. A paddle of ducks.
I like that, actually.
We
That's
should
good.
we should rewrite this shit, you know? A flock of birds. No, it's a flap. You know?
And by what they look like, like a murder of ravens. I'm not gonna, or crows, whatever. I'm not gonna change that. That's good.
I think so, yeah. Because when you've got 2 crows just stood next to each other, it's an attempted murder. See, it's fun. It's fun. But then there's also lawyers. A group of lawyers is called an elegance. Whereas I think it should be a fleece.
What?
An elegance
Yeah,
of
lawyers didn't make that one up.
Yeah, it
Jesus,
sounds like the
not.
kind of thing a lawyer would say, doesn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. The way they appropriated Esquire. No, that's a retired man of great achievement.
Like us.
Esquire. Yeah. Is this no? We're Esquire. We need our own post-nominal. No, what you need is a good heart beating.
Yeah, I mean, Esquire just sounds like one step above Squire. You know, like he's still very much an apprentice. He's just not the worst. That's what I think, anyway. But it was a fuck ton of ducks, is what I'm saying.
Right. All the fucking ducks.
Yeah. Oh no, well, not all of them. There are more. I'm not sure what the world population of ducks is. It's probably more than 7,000 though. I think this was just some kind of like duck convention. Maybe they were all having like a very, very nice gourmet meal, which sounds wonderful until you see the bill. Moving on. So, South Sudan's president pissed himself on live TV.
What?
Yeah. He's on the right there, actually, like even before, because this is the YouTube thumbnail, but you can actually see there ain't a shadow on the inside leg right there. Let's have a little gander. Let's have a little goosey gander right here, and you could quite clearly see the man has pissed himself. You can't quite.
And he knows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course he knows. He's like, oh, bloody warm in here, isn't it? Of course
I
he
wouldn't
knows.
have expected the MAGA hats. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's just a red hat. I think that shit's kind of been appropriated, really. Just anyone who wears a red hat now is just
You got MAGA hats and pissy cowboy. What the hell's going on?
pissy cowboy. Like, if you know you're in danger of pissing yourself, maybe don't wear light blue. Or grey,
Yeah.
you know.
What is the appropriate color to wear?
Piss colour,
Black.
I'd say. Black, yeah, like anything really just to hide up the shadow of shame on your inside leg right there. But, I mean...
You know what I'm also interested in? Why do you read the Hindustan Times?
What, you don't? But where do you get all your Hindu-related news? If you say Twitter, I'm going to kick off.
Oh, Facebook. Come on, what the hell?
Oh, okay, that's slightly less good.
Hindustan Times.
It's
What
the
the
Hindustan
fuck?
Times. Don't be knocking my Hindustan Times, motherfucker, all right? The last bastion of journalism. Everyone else,
I pay
fake
a
news.
proper 50p for this newspaper once every 1 to 4 months whenever they choose to print.
Dude, they do it all, right? They do fucking games, they do e-paper, they let you sign in with exciting deals. And not just that, what other fucking online publications will give you a 15-day free trial? The Hindustan Times, that's who. What
They're
the
down
fuck
for
are
the
you
people.
reading? The fucking
They're just trying to get the
Punjabi-stan
information
Times?
I'm nothing but Al Jazeera. I mean, if it's not paid for by the fucking Qatari government, I don't trust it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's probably why you get so many articles about dismembered bodies.
And acid-faced
Standard
women.
fare.
Yeah, I know. It's
Does anyone want to start a band called the Acid-Faced Women? You've not even got to learn the words to the song. You just mumble. They know what you're going for.
like what a treasure AAA Librarian is, but I so wish AAA Librarian had been keeping track of all the band names we had come up with.
Oh, someone did. We got up to 300 with the it was the Ghost Poo podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we started doing album. No, hang on, it was album names, wasn't it? By the band Mosque. It was album names. Then we moved on to band names, and I guess next up it'll be movie production companies. I don't really fucking know. Well, it's organic. You see where it goes. And speaking of
And
organic,
here's the new hit single, Acid Faced Women, from your favorite hard rockers, Mosque. Let's go.
don't knock Mosque, mate. I'll tell you what, the Hindustan Times heavily behind that band. They love them. So the guy pissed himself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, do you think there's going to be any fallout from that, Polly? What happens when South Sudan's president pisses himself on live TV? What do you think, if any events, if any, what do you think would follow?
Multiple people in the crowd were arrested, tortured, and killed for having made him anxious enough to piss himself.
I mean, close enough. 6 journalists arrested over footage of South Sudan president pissing himself.
Thank you for not. See, We throw around the word tyrant and repression of the media, and you have no idea. Look, Pissy Cowboy's up here saying, yeah, I arrested him.
Pissy Cowboy. Like a kidney stone cowboy. Bam, bam. Anthem threw $1 saying, since I hate myself, I bought A410 Derringer and Drunken was late again, so limes. I'm not liming myself, Anthem. I do have the
Better
ability.
get to liming.
I'm not getting to liming. Although, I mean, that is also something on the schedule. It just says, make meatballs for Sin and something for Polly. I've not even decided what it is yet. But for $25, you'll be able to meatball Sin or something Polly. Maybe it'd be something.
Speaking of A10, that new $10 donation is pretty awesome.
You're liking that, eh? Yeah. I'd like to see it.
So would I.
I mean,
what?
So would I.
I've seen it. I want everyone else.
I edit these things with my eyes closed.
I never see the outcome. I just hit render. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope it all goes together.
You just cross your fingers and hope for the best. Life's a lottery.
Yeah,
Be lucky.
What Sin told me he does, so I thought, why don't I give it a shot? You know?
Yeah. Well, it could be a lot worse. You could be a journalist in the South Sudan right now whose only crime was journalising. This patio furniture says the urinary kid. I'm sure there's a lot to do here. Willie,
what's
the kid,
his name?
Huh? Salvakir.
That does sound vaguely frontier western.
Sounds like the kind of guy who piss himself on live TV as well, right?
El Salvakir, the pissy cowboy. Don't get on his wrong
El
side.
Salvakir.
He'll get all pissed off. You don't want it.
He'll tan your hide. Because the process of tanning involved urine. It's a historical pun. Don't look it up. Yeah, I mean, there you go. That was your shot. That was your chaser. Hang on. Is it? No, the chaser is a shot, isn't it? Sinatra, what do you call it when you have a follow-up?
Shot is the first one, then chaser is the one that follows.
It is shot chaser. Okay, that was my tribute to you, motherfucker. And old Willie the kid.
Like big drums.
There you go.
God damn! Fuck yeah! Are you going to read it out, or are you too busy sucking your own dick right now?
Steve Dave, fine. Only because I want to see what's so much better than Muppet Chunks. Where are some Muppet Chunks now? Well, now you've got 4 miniguns and a death pod firing Muppet Chunks into the air. What more could you ask for?
Put
fit in there perfect.
Put just a little bit of Kern's bread in front of the tracer rounds, I guess.
Yeah.
Gotta be positive. Sam Silent threw $1 saying, better to be pissed off than pissed on. Well, he ain't fucking wrong about that. As said Salvakir. El Salvakir. What else have we got? Well, that's a good answer. That's a good question. We've all seen the movie Jaws, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually
Did
have
you
seen
know that
Jaws.
Steven Spielberg has apologized to sharks
What?
because he portrayed them badly. Yeah.
Does everyone turn into a polyword when they get older?
Not everyone. Right, okay, Polly, you could rant on this for a moment, because it might just have been about how fucking Al Salvakir right there, but I really need a wee now. We did 2 articles on weeing, and I feel inspired. Polly, wrap me up, baby.
I don't think sharks were offended.
That's what I mean. Like, they are prehistoric killing machines. They're okay with it. Who? Shut up, Spielberg. You're a brilliant filmmaker.
It's just that pause. You shut up.
He's like, he already went into E.T. And we're going to get rid of the shotguns that the government agents had. We're going to replace them with walkie-talkies. Okay, I need to make Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and fuck over one of my own creations. And now I need to apologize for sharks. Like, what are you going to do next? Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. Well, aliens are actually friendly. We're the real monsters. What the fuck?
Does he have a movie coming out soon?
Yeah, it's probably some gay historical film.
Well, let me Google it. Steven Spielberg upcoming movies. The Color Purple, coming out in 2023. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. All this year. This is just a way to get him in the news.
Right. Okay. Now we're talking. He's remaking The Color Purple.
Apparently.
That's vomitous.
I never saw the first one.
Yeah, and just who cares?
Oh, is it that kind of film?
Yeah. Sadness, depression, and fuckery. I just, who cares?
Purple drank the movie.
Yeah. No one missed that.
Sadness, depression, and fuckery sounds like you just described the hosts of the AAA meeting.
Well, yeah, that's what people show up for.
So, like, he's remaking The Color Purple. I didn't even know that was a fucking film in the first place.
It is.
It sounds shit.
It's Wesley Snipes with scissor up The Color Purple. You know.
Vladimir Dragonoff through $5 super chat. You see, I do use the monetization. Saying, ever since Jaws came out, the population of sharks has gone down 70 to 90% due to shark culling. Now, that is actually what he was apologizing for, because the movie Jaws did paint sharks in a bad light, I suppose. That is why he...
fuck sharks.
Fuck sharks. I mean, they do eat people. They eat fucking license plates and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? These things, they ain't friendly. You know, there's none of that fucking fish are friends, not food. Like, the sharks are evil. And to be honest, if they did just disappear off the face of the planet, I don't think it would affect the ecosystem all that much, Polly, you know? It's not like losing the bees.
Nor do I think anyone would care that much.
You know? Like, if we lost fish, alright, there'll probably be some kind of knock-on effect. Just like if we lose bees, there's going to be a knock-on effect. But, like, sharks are the wasps of the ocean, you know? They're just assholes. And we don't really need them. Or even better, mosquitoes.
They eat seals. Yeah, they were going to die anyway.
But then, like...
Eels are like the pandas of the ocean.
Seals are?
Yeah.
They're cute, but actually vicious?
Oh, yes. And also very curious how they survive in the wild.
A seal will fuck you up, Polly.
Huh.
That's right. It's like the swan of a English stream.
So what you're saying is that shark clubbing should be a thing?
Possibly. Yeah.
Baby shark.
That has an element of danger to it, too.
I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, Sin.
Because the shark can club you back.
I have not lost any sleep over 70-90% of the shark population dying due to culling since the movie Jaws came out, you know, at the behest of Steven Spielberg. And it's not affecting me one bit. Carry on. Do all of them if you want. Do 100% of them. I don't give a shit. I've never met a shark that I'm friends with. And that ain't racism. It's just that, you know, there's not a lot of sharks in my country. Steve Deck,
there's sharks that aren't endangered. Why aren't they on more menus?
I would totally eat shark.
Fucking right.
I would totally eat shark. Steve Day threw $1 saying, I'm pretty sure dolphins are the assholes, and without sharks, we would have more assholes shitting over everything decent in the ocean. And Vladimir Dragonoff comes in for $5 super chat and backs it up, saying you're confusing sharks with dolphins. Well, do you know what? Fuck dolphins too. Like, what do they do, really? They're meant to be so fucking clever, they get all tangled up in fucking tuna nets. You know? Oh, the most intelligent creature on the planet. No, they're idiots. They can fuck off as well. I don't give a shit. Fuck dolphins. Sharks can just disappear. We can eat them all. Look, I would eat dolphin. I would eat shark.
You can't even keep a good credit rating.
Right? Like, what the
Smart
fuck is
my
that?
ass.
Fucking nomadic in nature, never settled down, hasn't held down a job for longer than 3 months. Get rid of them all.
Dolphins are the homeless squatters of the ocean. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm implying. Certainly, I can't outright say it because, hey, I like having a channel. We don't want to get fishism. Except it's not a fish, is it? It's a mammal. And that's another thing that pisses me off about dolphins as well. Oh, I'm not a fish, I'm a mammal. I don't give a fuck. You live in water, you're a fish.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm tired of this correction.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, no, they're still technically mammals because, you know, all the characteristics, and they have body hair. It's just really fine. No, they're smooth and shiny, and everybody knows it. Stop it.
Yeah. Do you know what mammals have? Nipples. Are you telling me dolphins have nipples?
Yeah, actually, they do.
Oh my god, dolphins have nipples?
Yeah, they got 2 hemisphere brains, 4-chambered heart. They're warm-blooded. They give birth to their young live, which means they're just squirting placenta juice out into the ocean. Yuck.
Yeah. Which I drink.
You drink ocean water? Don't do that.
Well, eventually, yeah. I mean,
it's no good.
I desalinate it and I desperminate it and deplacentate it. But they're at it like, you fucking tell humans. Oh, yeah, oh, you're polluting the oceans. Fish fucking it, you know. I'm not having the dolphins are mammals, though, Polly. Like, I'm fucking done with that shit. All right, I have learned tonight that dolphins have nipples. But I've never seen them.
You know, I was there to see somebody say, you know, this one girl said, that's why I only drink bottled water. And she had one of those water coolers, you know, with the giant jugs in her house. She goes, I like it because it's spring water. And I said, why is that? It's disgusting, like, desalinated ocean water. Like, I don't think you can desalinate it enough. You've removed all the mineral content, so it's not as healthy. So I like spring water. And somebody was right there and went, yeah, but forest creatures piss in it.
Yep.
And then the look on her face was like, I never thought of that. She didn't say it, but you could tell that's what ran through her head.
Not just forest creatures, like, I have pissed in it. Yeah, but, I mean, the freedom of, like, pissing outside, I think this is exclusively a male thing, but the freedom of pissing outside, pissing in the woods. I mean, Sinatra, you got to know what I'm talking about here.
I have pissed in the woods.
Pissing in the woods is a freeing feeling, and you're like, you know, just as my forefathers did. But it's nothing like pissing next to a stream. Have I lost you?
Oh,
This
the
is where I
simple
lost you?
pleasures of pissing in a stream and seeing a brook trout swim by, and you're like, nah.
Or some fucking blonde girl further downriver, like collecting it with a plastic bottle, you know?
Especially if she's some hippie and it says raw water with tape on the side of the bottle.
Yeah, she's got dreadlocks.
That's what the Juicero guy went and did. Started getting into the business of selling raw water. He had $12 million in funding for his raw water company.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. The Juicero guy, you know, the guy who sold that device that totally didn't work.
Yeah, I just recently learned about that.
Yeah. That fucker, because when Juicero collapsed, his next big brain idea was to go to Tech Valley and get more funding for raw water, completely unfiltered deer piss water.
Sounds delicious.
Full of forest pathogens and God knows what else.
All the things a growing lad needs.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking sharks can go suck a chode, and dolphins never given a shit about. I'm not even sure dolphins are actually real, Polly, because I've never seen one, let alone their nipples. They might as well lay eggs for all I give a shit. I don't care. I just don't care about dolphins. I just don't. Let them go extinct. The only thing that will really piss me off is if I find out at the very last moment that they were fucking delicious.
Well, you could buy dolphin meat. I've shown some. I've got some in my food porn folder because I just want to try it one day.
I've had swordfish.
Now, I do like swordfish. Swordfish is quite good, which makes me think that a dolphin, which is vaguely the same shape, it's, yeah.
Yeah,
why wouldn't?
You're paying for dolphin, but they fed you swordfish. You're not going to know the difference.
Well, swordfish is a white fish, where dolphin is like, I'm talking bloody fucking red. We're deep maroon red.
That's what I'm saying. Swordfish have held a job down for more than 3 months. Donkey Punch throws $1 saying, fun fact, pissing in the woods is how my mother developed a fear of snakes. Had one climb her leg as she did. All right, fair enough, Donkey Punch. Just don't squat. I mean, that's why I said that I think it's inherently a man thing, pissing in the woods. Don't piss in a stream, though. Don't get in a stream, because you've got that fish that can swim up your crank as you're pissing. You know that little
that's
barbed
only in
motherfucker?
weird swamps. It's okay.
Don't piss in a swamp. Piss on a swamp.
Yeah, but that's the only place that those, barbed urethra swimmers are.
That sounds more racist than porch-dwelling butter churner.
Barbed urethra swimmer.
Whatever they're called, I don't know.
What a stream has been so far. Right, let's move on. UK Medical Centre apologises for sending mass text cancer diagnosis instead of Merry Christmas message. So you're sat there, and for some reason there's a UK Medical Centre's going, do you know what everyone needs? A nice Merry Christmas from our medical centre, because, yeah, that'll keep them coming. And instead they actually went, you've got cancer. So good old Doncaster. Mass hysteria that day, Polly.
That is a Merry Christmas. You have cancer.
Not even Merry Christmas. It was just you have cancer. There wasn't even a Christmas message on that. Like, what's in the gift? It's a tumor. There wasn't anything like that either. Fucking lymphoma beneath the Christmas tree. It was literally just, you got cancer. To everyone. I think the main mistake here was this medical centre going, we should send out Merry Christmas messages. I don't think not getting a Christmas message from your doctor isn't going to ruin your December 25th, is it?
It could come. Well, I don't know. I think it actually might.
Really? Like, you just got, my doctor hates me. Oh, it's all right. He's Jewish.
Oh, I thought you meant the cancer diagnosis.
No, the cancer diagnosis definitely would, but like, why did they feel the need to send out a mass Christmas message in the first place?
I don't know. I got one from my dentist, and I was like, what the fuck?
What did it say?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, well, not even just like, don't eat too much candy.
No, it was a tooth with a fucking Santa Claus outfit on. It was really stupid.
Yeah? Was the tooth smiling?
Now that you mention it, yeah, it was pretty weird.
Did the tooth have teeth?
I never thought about it until now, but yes, it did.
Which then suggests that the tooth's teeth also have teeth.
Not necessarily, but
no.
possibly.
Scary. That's scary. It's inception of teeth. Yeah, we'll move on. Right, so yeah, if you work in a medical centre, don't fucking send a mass Christmas message. Just full stop. You're going to save a lot of fucking mistakes right there. Daryl O'Dell says, I give to you, you have cancer. You see, exactly. Just don't do it. Oh, we got a toothception. Very good. All right, very good. That's what we were looking for. What else? Watching porn now requires age verification in not LA. This is actually Louisiana because of a new law. Now, gentlemen, you are of the American persuasion, correct?
Yeah.
So I've heard. Thoughts, opinions?
Yeah.
I love that.
So is this age verification in the same way that, like age verification to go on to like a liquor store or whatever the fuck company?
Well, you have to.
Like, if you go to BuffaloTrace.com, it says, are you over 18? And you go, yes. Like, is that what it requires? If so, whatever.
It's a good question. No, it is. This is specifically the website, the delightful website, Pornhub.com. Sponsors of the AAA Meeting. Excuse me. You have to input the details of your driving license.
Fuck off.
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Fuck you.
Now-
And like Louisiana? The Big Easy? Who the fuck are you guys kidding?
Is
The big
Louisiana
pain
the
in the ass.
biggie?
Yeah. Well, New Orleans is.
Okay. I've heard the Big Easy before, but that's what I call my ex-girlfriend. Vladimir Dragonov threw $2 super chat saying, "Mum's net." God damn it. I got a thing for this. No! Still there. Still there. I just forgot the hotkeys for it. Thank you, Vladimir. And it's good to have you back, by the way, mate. It's we haven't seen you in a little while. Good to see you again. Now,
What's the lesson from this? VPN. That's right, VPN.
Yes.
Yeah. But then there's also, because I've seen a little bit of a switch across the board right here. Sinatra, you have kind of seemed like the only person who's been consistent in this. Because when this came up on, obviously, the delightful of sites, they call it the front page of the internet. It's not. It's the asshole of the internet. People say it's 4chan. It's not. It is definitely Reddit. Where people who are so ingrained in their kind of dug in like a tick when it comes to being a believer of the democratic way or the Republican way, that they have gone, well, this is fucking stupid because, well, I mean, they're super fucking sexual, aren't they? And very, very liberal when it comes to teaching kids about these things. So they go, well, that's stupid. It's homophobic, it's transphobic, it's all the phobics, because kids, they don't know if they're gay until they see a fucking guy bumming another guy, apparently. But these are also the same people who go, wait, showing ID to vote? That's racist. And I have actually seen, in these same subs, a complete flip around how the turntables of what is essentially the same fucking thing. This is what I'm saying. Sinatra is the person who... And I expected him to be consistent, because, Sinatra, you are consistent in your beliefs. What's wrong with that? And both times you have said, what's the big deal?
I mean, I'm not a fan of giving your private data to companies. If they were so worried about it, they wouldn't be putting this online. Kids are going to watch porn. There's literally nothing you can do about it.
Well, I mean, you ain't wrong.
Your average fucking 14-year-old definitely knows how to use a VPN.
I mean, you even go back before the likes of these things. It was, back in my day, you would find a dirty magazine in a bush as you walk into school. And I tell you what, you'd be the most popular guy in school that day. You literally cannot stop them fucking seeing it. I'm with you on the whole fucking giving your details away, though, because that is when they start building up a little something about you. What you're watching, how long you're watching it, and before you know it, Pornhub have got a profile on you and how long it takes you to come.
There's a difference between, and yeah, Pornhub isn't the only porn site on the internet, so I'm not overly.
But it is the only one that's doing this, though. I mean, you're right. Yeah, you can go literally anywhere else. Yeah.
There's a difference between kids being forced to look at this stuff and somebody putting a block page on it.
Yeah.
I think this is pointless and stupid, and all they're doing is shooting themselves in the foot.
Isn't it reminiscent?
You have to put your driver's license information in there. Really?
Well, I don't have a driver's license, so if they brought this around in the UK, and this is awfully reminiscent of a couple of years ago when they were trying to introduce the wank license. You remember this, Sin?
No.
The fucking wank license. You'd have to fucking buy a card from like your news agents or something like that, and use that to sign into porn sites.
Yeah, I don't remember this one.
You don't remember that? Because I said that I was going to buy a lot of them. I'd be like that guy with fucking Starbucks gift cards. I'm just handing them out to people in the street. Go on, go home, have some fun. This was thankfully it didn't go through. It was one of the most conservative things.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
One of the most conservative things this country has done since assassinating Margaret Thatcher. And yes, she was assassinated because I tell you what, that bitch was not gonna fucking die on her own. Aero Shogun threw $5 saying, "Oi, Drunkle!" Oh, I forgot what's wrong with my fucking voice. Oi, Drunkle! I'm not a fan of prawn, but the motive around this is pure bollocks. This is just a tiny step in eliminating internet anonymity. We aren't Britain, aka Airstrip 1. Oh, you fucker. We're America, damn it. And I agreed with you up until that very last part. Thank you, Aero Shogun, for the 5. Yes, it is. It is the gradual erosion of internet anonymity. And, I mean, fucking gone are the times of it being the Wild West, Sin. And they were good times.
And not
Yeah, I
far
have
off.
a prediction. And I've voiced this before.
Yeah.
Nobody would tell you, well, yeah, I leave my doors unlocked. Oh, so you're retarded. I go out and leave my windows open, and I live on the first floor. Oh,
Well, that's dumb.
yeah. Tell me you're stupid without telling me you're stupid. Nobody would do that. Like, you don't live out in the country. This is not like, 1901. That's not okay. And people say it was a simpler time. It ain't a
Where
simpler
are we,
time.
John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Tootin'.
Wow, that's amazing. I do that accent better than you. Yeah, please continue, Polly.
Yeah. Oh, I was being cartoonish.
Oh, for a change.
And, showing some disdain as well.
Oh, for a change. Please continue, buddy. Go on.
Well, I always want to come fresh. You know how it is. And moving a little bit more forward, nobody would be stupid enough to use password as their password, or you moron, your birth date is your password, or whatever the fuck. You would never do, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is your password. No one's going to do that. Okay, there's going to be a time in the very near future where people say, you don't have a VPN? My God. Going online and not using a VPN is like fucking a prostitute not using a condom. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I mean, when I'm at home, I leave, but then that's my front door proper, as opposed to the building proper. But if someone if my front door to my flat in the building is unlocked and someone tries to open it, I'd want to know who that is. I would rather they come in and I see who it is, rather than that door being locked and them trying every time. That's my thinking around that. What? Right? Because there's 5 people live in my building, right?
Oh,
so
I don't
it means,
like this at
it means
all.
they have to try to open the door in order to know that it's unlocked. And I would rather that door opens and I see who it is who is actually trying to open my door when I'm
who has successfully opened your door.
Yeah, because then I'd see who it is. I go, what the fuck are you doing, Steve? Get the fuck out of here. The fuck do you think you are, right? Then I know, right, watch out for that cunt. As opposed to me being in the flat and I just hear someone try and open my door and I go, ooh, that was fucking scary. I'd rather know who it is. I'd rather them actually open it successfully. Because in order to, if you want to know if the door's locked or unlocked, you've got to try it. And if you're going to try it, that means you're up to no good anyway.
I don't like this train of thought at all.
Yeah, I don't buy this. This
What do
is
you mean you
weird.
don't buy it? I'd rather know who it is, and then I know who to fucking look out for, rather than having some anonymous twat trying to open my door every now and then.
I don't want to look up and see Steve or the fucking HIV positive, heroin addicted homeless person trying to break in to steal my knickknacks to sell for fucking opiates.
You know what I think this is, Polly? It's just a different culture over there.
I guess so.
Well, it's a smaller building. This isn't someone off of the street. This is going to be someone who lives in the same building as me.
Do you get the idea that Drunkle lives in, like a thatch roof house from the 1400s? Like what?
Yeah.
You don't?
That was the other thing we talked about Saturday was thatch roof houses.
Yeah, that was a callback for those who were there. We did. We talked about thatch roof houses.
I believe it. I've seen your show. I believe it. Comment Thomas threw $5 saying, don't forget, Drunkly, that if Pornhub has a profile on you, if companies are compelled to do it, they can easily cut off access after a certain amount of time, like China did with gaming. See, there you go. See, there you go.
The first thing they're going to do is take my fucking hentai games.
No. You may take our guns, but you will never take our hentai games.
You know what?
William Wallace, he was ahead of his time.
Before. I was so disappointed when I went on Steam.com. It's like, you can't go on Steam.com without coming across hentai games. I had to look for them.
but they are there.
They are there.
And it wasn't that I wanted to download a hentai game. No one will believe me, but seriously, it wasn't because I wanted to download a hentai game. I just wanted to see how in your face all the hentai games were. And they weren't at all. You had to go search, and I even typed in hentai, sexy anime, waifu, blah, blah, blah. I had to look and look and look.
We got Blazing in the chat says, Drunken, the first one to get in will take you out. Well, here's the thing, Blazing, right? Because I have lived next door to pubs for about 15 years now. And life on the high street here in Derby, mate, it's interesting to say the least. So I've got a big old fucking stick that I call the equalizer that I keep next to my next to the door, next to the fucking front door. So if anyone does come in, that's the fucking first thing they're getting, is the goddamn
so they
equalizer.
Can grab, or you do?
No, because where I am right, I'm not going to give you the blueprint of my house. Right, but the room I'm in right now is next to my front door. So right next to the door to my room studio, my Rudio, that's where the equalizer is. They come in, their head's going to peer around, and they're going to lose some goddamn fucking teeth, mate. Like, I can grab it from here right now.
I think Polly, I think it's just a different culture there.
Sin, is there an entrepreneurial future in selling replicated narwhal tusks?
Oh, like synthetic?
If you believe in it.
Like I think we could promote them. We'd call them like muzzy aerators. And
careful.
We could call them decultionators.
I like that one. I like that. If you 3D print it, they will buy. Corbin Thomas.
People could have it by the front door. No one would get it except for those who got it. That would be the whole point. It would be a niche market.
Officer.
I understand. Yeah. What? I like narwhals. I'm into marine biology. What's your problem? Why is the tip so sharp?
They saved London Bridge.
Ask nature. I don't know.
Corbin Thomas, the beeps peasant through $2 super chat saying tens mum. Oh no. So that's what we got to say about Louisiana's new restriction on Pornhub, but not X videos, not X hamster, not any of the others.
I can't believe it wasn't like Arkansas or Washington State or whatever. Louisiana did this. I am just confused by that.
I mean, we'll see how it goes, you know. Vladimir Dragonoff throws $2 super chat saying we do need a mosquito cost. I'm fuck mosquitoes as well. Mosquitoes, dolphins, just fucking get rid of them. They do nothing for me. Fuck the lot of them. New evidence unearthed by podcasters frees 2 Georgia men wrongfully imprisoned for 25 years. This is one of them true crime podcasts. And
cool.
They actually came across something which, brand new evidence and proved that the people who were convicted were innocent. That is cool, isn't it?
Are those the podcasters?
I believe so.
Good. Tells you something about those makeup and murder podcasters, right? They ain't be doing shit.
Oh, dude.
No, they just tell the story.
There's so many true crime podcasts as well. It's fucking... There's so fucking many. Like, you know,
and I'm not against true crime podcasts at all. I'm against the makeup and murder podcasts. That's not against them. Just...
Oh,
you
Shelley
don't know about this?
Loves those.
Oh, man.
I might. I just don't know. What does the
So it's true crime podcast, usually more than not, focused absolutely around serial killers that have killed a whole series of people. And the creepier and the weirder, the better. And if it's a murderous cult, fits absolutely into that, right? And so these women that are failed makeup channel artists, right? So they know how to do makeup, and they've got their 4K camera, and they've got their beauty lighting, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
You know, but while they're doing their makeup, putting on their mascara and their whatnots, and they got their putty knives out and stuff, they're talking about Ted Bundy. They're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. It's always Ted Bundy.
It is.
Every single makeup and murder podcast has done at least one, if not an entire arc of stories about fucking Ted Bundy.
There's a lot of women obsessed with this bloke. And this was like pre-Netflix documentary as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There was how many women were writing him love letters in prison, and the other guy too, the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. He got married in prison.
I think that's.
Hey yo, invest in stocks, gamers.
Alright, now just wait for my fucking time.
Eat to the dubs. It's polydub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit.
Love it. Festonia, thank you for the $25. Drunkle, you're starting Wednesday limed.
God damn it.
You know, we can start him Friday lime too if you guys want.
Festonia,
If I
thank you for the
show up.
$25. Wow, deculturators. Here's my first down payment, my own personal one. Can I have serial number 004? That was hilarious, Polly. Well done, sir.
He's getting it on the bottom floor, man.
Oh, I appreciate that you liked it.
I'm also a big fan of, you said serial killers, you know, people who've killed series of people. Thank you for explaining that to me, Polly. I wouldn't have known.
I thought you were actually saying something there, and you got to the end of it. I was like, "Damn it, he was mocking me."
Of course, I was mocking you.
I took the bait. Damn it.
But yeah, and it is always women who are. Sin, you said Shelley. She loves this kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great. It's always women. It is always women. I think that is probably like one of your telltale signs as well. If a man is into these things, he's probably gay. It is always.
That's not true, because Mike, who does that chapter, I mean, he might be gay, but I don't know. But his show fucking rocks, and he doesn't focus in on, you know.
I was gonna bring up Mike. I was gonna bring up Jim Can't Swim, Mad Orchard, all these guys.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. I mean,
Not
they
the
just
people
do.
doing it.
And the thing that's great about everyone you just named is they don't focus in on the obvious people. If you're going to do a deep dive on, whoever, like Stephanie Harlow, I think she editorializes too much with her own opinions, but I got to give Stephanie Harlow the credit. At least she does deep dives on these people. It's not superficial. It's like, yeah, I know the people that Ted Bundy killed, and then his ultimate trial in Florida, and then his fucking electrocution. Gotcha. What do I care if you're doing your fucking eyeliner while you're telling me the story that everyone else has already told me? If you want to do Heaven's Gate, do what fucking Stephanie Harlow did and do a deep dive 3 fucking parter with original research.
I don't necessarily mean the people that make these podcasts or indeed make up videos, but fucking the ones who listen to it. It is invariably people who enjoy penis.
I watched that chapter. I mean, I like my own penis.
Starting to. See, there you go then.
What? You hold your penis in contempt?
How many men have
I always
jerked you
knew
off,
Drunkle
Polly?
was trans.
And Muslim. How many men have jerked you off, Polly?
None.
Well, not
For
even
God's
yourself.
sake,
not
none.
even yourself. Not even yourself.
That doesn't count. It's
It
obviously
does. It does.
excluded. It's implicit.
And you enjoyed it, so statistically. Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
So if
No.
anybody wants to pre-order Drunkle limes for Friday, you guys know the.
You know where to go.
You're not limes. You're a pile of rotten limes with stink lines coming off of them starting Wednesday.
I'm getting
Your
stink
Pigpen's
limes.
limes.
You're going to be a durian fruit in a minute.
Aye.
Jesus Christ.
Fermented lime juice sounds like it's going to have a kick to it. I'm down. Vladimir Dragonov for $5. 7,200 species of ants. Now, I'm all right with ants. They're like the cleanup crew of nature, right? And they work as a team. I'm fine with them. They have a job and they do it well, goddammit. It's a bit of a matriarchy. I'm not really down with that part, but, we'll get in there. We'll release a couple of podcasts and we'll red pill the insects. And Go Fuck Yusufu says, so true crime is the lisp of podcasting. I like that. It is always women. But hey, these guys actually did a fucking brilliant job of it. We're talking like not just telling the story, but actually going into the evidence themselves. And they gave a man his freedom, which is... Well, sorry,
That actually is like really epic cool. Awesome. If only for you had to have gone deep. You had to have shown research rigor to have done that. And
careful.
Tip of the hat to you. All jokes aside, tip that.
That means
you gave a damn about the quality of your fucking content.
Yeah.
As a true crime person, you just didn't you just didn't read Wikipedia. Good on you, man.
They didn't watch someone else's video and then make their own and just like put their own spin on it. They actually they did research that even the fucking investigators didn't do, and it led to they were wrongfully imprisoned. I guess they don't know who the actual killer was, but they know that it wasn't them. And that's
I was just going to say, but it ain't these guys, is the point.
Well, it might have been those guys. They just feel really guilty. And they're like, oh, come on. It's been 25 years.
I meant the people that were It was an act of contrition the whole time. What a twist.
Awfully suspect, gentlemen. Strange how you know so much about the case, isn't it? I thought that was really cool. Good
now,
job,
here's
guys.
something that was never released by police. The murderer at the scene. It's like, whoa, guys, whoa.
Yeah, right. We found a load of podcasting equipment at the scene of the crime.
Well, I mean, and if I were these guys, this is the kind of thing. What is this? NBC News? Yeah, okay. Good for you. I would be running some self-promotion off this, like, listen to our podcast. Hey, you deserve a little self-promotion off of this. Oh, like, for real, though.
Yeah, I'm okay with this being a little promoted.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Give him another one. Let's see if you can do it again.
Subscribership jumps. I hope your fucking Patreon jumps. You fucking earned it.
Oh, it
As
should,
opposed to people who are just like, share, and subscribe. I produce the same crappy content as 100 other channels that you couldn't give a fuck about. We ain't freed no one.
Right? keep that fucking tally chart right up there in the fucking description of your podcast, right? Freed people too.
Well, just even new information uncovered. Because channel after channel after channel would be zero. I mean, okay, you've watched that chapter with Mike, right? Where the fuck, Far and I are always asking, does he get his footage from? The man works. Like, he gets the interrogation footage of people for crimes that you've never heard of, where some small town woman kills some guy or whatever, and somehow he gets the entirety of the raw footage of her, 8-hour interrogation after the murder. How? But he manages to do it, and that's why Mike's Mike and his channel does very, very well. And so he deserves the credit. So it's like new evidence or new information that you won't see on every other channel, as opposed to boring bitch with a mascara brush showing you a Wikipedia page. Sorry, I got a fucking issue with it.
Then he started to he just started cutting them, and it's pretty gross. No, they're terrible. They suck. Every time I walk in the room and Shelly's listening to it, I go, turn that shit off.
All right, I'm trying to masturbate.
I'm over here. I'm trying to jerk it. I got some valley girl talking about missing limbs.
There's going to come a point where I can't fucking get a hard on without listening to it. For Christ's sake. There's also the opposite swing of it, though, Polly. Like, because obviously, when I'm working, I listen to a lot of podcasts. It's always comedy and everything, but they still have the adverts. And we're going to take a break, and then it goes next up on the Chicago Cooperative stories. And then there's like, on June 1996, Molly O'Cammy left her house and never came back. And I just wind through them, but sometimes I'm busy and I can't fucking get my phone out and wind through it. So I end up having to listen to it. And one of the ones I heard was a guy who actually had a fucking I don't think it was a podcast or anything like that, but it was a true crime show. And he ended up getting convicted as the killer because he was coming up with information that even the fucking investigators didn't have. So this guy was doing what you do, dismembering bodies just so you have a fucking story to talk about on your podcast on Wednesday.
Well, that's not what I do, but I understand.
That's his story, and he's sticking with it.
Yeah. Did you guys ever watch the Showtime's one season of Dexter reboot? Sequel of Dexter?
Oh, no. I
No.
got to season 2 of Dexter.
Okay.
I mean, it was all right.
The only reason I bring it up, okay, I'm not saying go watch it or whatever the fuck. It's just Dexter New Blood. It was a one-season thing. Like, what happened to him after the show is basically the storyline of it. The point is, there's a prototypical murder podcaster is a character in the show. She's a makeup and murder podcaster. It's priceless. The writers had to have been watching makeup and murder podcasts because she's an influencer and calls herself that, and she walks around. She's got her own traveling martini making bar set. Her show's called Fuck, Marry, Kill, like as in MERRY kill.
Yeah.
Like, all of the jokes are there. These were all stabs, pun intended, at fucking makeup and murder podcast because there's so fucking many of them. And I thought it was fucking hilarious. It's like, yeah, there's too many of you. The market's saturated. Find a new job. You failed at being a makeup person and you got on this train real late.
There are so many. I mean, and when you said makeup and murder as well, I have to admit, in my head, it was like someone had written a murder mystery. You know, it was a makeup murder. But no, it was actually just some bitch putting on fucking foundation and mascara.
Yes. That's it. I mean, I don't want to throw... I bought all of this expensive makeup. I bought this beauty lighting, this 4K camera. I went through all the trouble to set it up. Nobody gives a fuck about me giving
My
makeup
OnlyFans
trade
didn't
secrets.
take off.
That ultra undead freak Jeffree Star has cornered the market. So, what am I going to do? Well, I like murder and stuff, so like, why don't I talk about that? Because me and my hilarious friends always do it, and they tell me I'm the most interesting person ever. So, yeah, there you go.
That was the last thing they said to me before I killed them. Right, so, I mean, this is what happened anyway, and these guys did it right. This is a true crime podcast done correctly. As you said, Polly, they went above and beyond. And thank God they did. Godspeed, gentlemen. Well done. Pigeon with meth backpack caught in British Columbia prison yard, say officers union president. It's a pigeon. Picture a pigeon.
He's not an addict. He has a sickness. What's the story?
Yeah, right.
Quit stigmatizing these people.
You have to give yourself over to a higher power.
This is how they used to sneak drugs into a prison I had a family member work at. They would just like find a dead bird out in the world, cut it open, and stuff it full of drugs. They'd throw it over the wall, and the guards would be like, "Go pick that shit up," and they'd get the fucking.
Shit!
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that is insidiously clever. I like it.
This is quite close. This was a live pigeon.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I assumed live pigeon. So, like, what made it's not a homing pigeon, is it? Like, how did they know it wasn't just gonna fly north for the winter or whatever?
Or something like that. It doesn't really get too much into it, right? But he had a fabric backpack tied to the pigeon containing crystal meth. He had a little drug backpack on him. Do you want to see a photo?
I'm not. Yeah, I do. There's a photo. Let's see.
No, there's not. No, this is just a regular pigeon. I was so pissed off, Polly. I was
what
so
a
pissed
Getty
off, mate.
ripoff. I wanted to see his little backpack and his missing bottom beak.
Apparently, I looked into it because I was trying so hard to find this photo, right? But there is no photo. This pigeon also looking quite shifty himself. I went through so many articles, and apparently the bag had written on it. It said "Crime Pays," and when they opened up, the drug bag itself said "No drugs."
Are you being serious?
I am. Of course, the prison guards didn't buy what was written on the bag and the drug bag itself.
Well, it says right here, no drugs.
Yeah, so. It's fine. Yeah, obviously. I am fucking livid that they don't have a picture of the pigeon with the tiny little drug backpack. I am actually angry.
I agree.
Why would you even include this? Other articles didn't even have. I mean, they would have like, here's the prison yard, here's the fucking watchtower and shit like that. But this is so many of them just had a picture. Like this is a Getty pigeon. It's just a photo of a pigeon. Like we didn't know what a fucking pigeon. I want to see the pigeon with a backpack, not just a random fucking pigeon. So pissed off.
I am irrationally angry about this. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But then, I mean, this is the animal crime wave. They're getting involved in the narcotics game, and it ain't looking good. Ain't looking good for our prisoners. Until, of course, the true crime podcast comes up, and it turns out it was a seagull that did it. But that's not going to be for another 25 years. So Bill Cosby's touring in this year.
Holy shit, Bill!
Yeah.
Well, hold on, does it say a year? Because he cleaned up.
He's being released. He has been released.
He's healed a lot since his court case.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like his one eye with the cataract, and it was droopy, and unshaven, and after years of like every women that you've never even met allegedly coming out of fucking nowhere saying, "Oh, he drugged me," and I don't even know who you are. They're all trying to get in on a class action lawsuit or whatever the fuck their thing is. Bill, Dr. Cosby, looking good, buddy.
Doctor?
Fuck. Yeah, he's a PhD. Yeah.
Really? In what?
Education.
He's an honorary PhD.
No. Straight up, he got his doctorate, man. All jokes aside.
I didn't know that.
Closer to kids, I guess.
And how did he? Joe Biden, pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
When you get a PhD in education, and because you wanted to learn it, he's really into higher education, and he does all this college support. He's always done that. He's a big philanthropist for it. All right, what do you do with it? Do you go around insisting everyone call you Dr. Cosby? No. Just when you roll the credits, I don't know if you ever watched Cosby Show, it'll say William H. Cosby, PhD, in the end credits, and that's it. That's the only time you ever see it.
I love the people cheering. Woo!
It's from another clip. I added it in on purpose. I wanted the intro, so I knew it was rumpa-pump like big drums, and then Bill Cosby donated $10. Buy yourself a pudding pop. I will. Here's to you, Dr. Cosby.
So I think he's of the mind of going like, well, look, Louis C.K. made a comeback. Jimmy Carr made a comeback. Why can't Bill Cosby do it? Well, that's because what they did wasn't anywhere near as bad as you, Bill. Jimmy Carr was just tax evasion, and even to this day, he still gets absolutely fucking murdered for it whenever he does a panel show. Louis C.K., Louis didn't do anything wrong. Let's be honest here.
Louis just got publicly shamed for a weird kink.
He got shamed for a kink. Yes, he did. Yeah, a brilliant way of putting it. Yeah. That said, I mean, has anyone heard anything from Ansari Aziz? You remember
Aziz
that?
Ansari?
Remind me.
Is it the other way around?
I think I know who you're talking. Was this the guy who, with the comedy guy, who brought the girl back to his apartment? Was super fucking.
That is exactly the one. That is exactly the one. Yeah, fingers in the mouth and shit like that. And, and even though nothing actually happened,
he was incredibly aggressive and weird, assuming she was going to be all into it, and she absolutely wasn't. And he still kept going.
But she was also incredibly free to go at any point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not dead to come back. His own show, Master of None, did a 4th season without him. But even that ain't as bad as Bill Cosby, is it? I just don't think
in terms of destruction of life, or what he did, or what do you mean? What way?
In terms of sexual crimes.
Gotcha.
Fucking Louis C.K., he asked for permission. All right,
well,
as you say, he got exposed for a kink.
It gets incredibly complicated very fast. Shadow Sonata says Razor Fist video on the Cosby case. Yeah, by all means. Razor Fist can do a better job explaining it than most people, because he bothered to look into it and did. You want to talk about a true crime video? Yeah, watch his. Most of it's trumped up, man. Did some things actually happen? Yes, but not in the way that you fucking heard. Is it? Oh, he drugged out women and then raped them in the butt for 5 days. Like, no, that never happened. It just.
But then, it's still.
I mean, it made for some great memes, but at the cost of a guy who's like, did he really do these things? I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I remember when me and your boy Pat had a discussion about it, where it's like, it's sad to see, and I'm doubtful of it, and I didn't have the reason to doubt it. And then after looking at the evidence as presented by some people, especially Razor Fist, but then some others as well, this was the mass media just fucking like hounds on a bloody fox, man. Mostly, that's all it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, that's par for the course, really.
Yeah.
It's just strange it wasn't a white man in this case, isn't it? But like,
Would you go see a Cosby stand-up show, like Dr. Zach asked? Yes. Yeah.
Would you? So
yeah,
if you
because
went on tour,
all
would
of his
you be into
stand-up
that?
comedy stuff, all of his stand-up comedy money goes to fucking charity. That's the guy he is. He hasn't kept a penny of it in years. And yeah, you're damn right. Living legend. Damn right, I'd watch a Cosby stand-up.
Man,
absolutely.
Like, I'm actually, you know me. I'm of the mind of separate the art from the artist, right? They say what you want about Kevin Spacey. Yeah, he's a wrong one, but good lord, he's a hell of an actor. If he's in a film, I watch it because Kevin Spacey's in it. The guy's fucking brilliant.
You're not wrong. I was watching a little-known Kevin Spacey film the other day, and it, God damn, is he a good actor? I hear you.
He's
I know
brilliant. He's fucking S tier, mate. I'm not saying I fucking forgive what he did to fucking people and everything like that, but I ain't watching the fucking movie because I fucking support his sexual exploits. I'm watching the movie because I condemn his sexual exploits. I'm watching the movie because it's goddamn Kevin Spacey, and he's an absolute fucking pleasure on screen. Just apparently not so good in person. I mean, so which is why I'm with you with Bill Cosby. Look, if he does go on tour, yeah, all right, fair enough. You go ahead and watch it, mate. You get yours.
I have to imagine that tickets are going to be expensive, or maybe he's not Taylor Swift and completely overcharges. I don't know.
Yeah, no, tickets to a Cosby show are going to be insane.
It's going to be fucking boycotted like fuck as well. There's going to be protests outside. The price of a ticket is going to be a little more than the price of the ticket. Oh, for God's sake.
First win of the summer!
Kevin Spacey for $13, thank you.
God damn it, Kevin! I had your back. Why'd you have to wear me Slurpee me? And
hey, you're only $7 away from pre-ordering limes for Friday.
Hey! And tears greater than evidence through $2, saying, I don't know Bill Cosby. I never met Bill Cosby or had any contact with him, but I'm sorry, I can't go on. Tears greater than evidence. Very good. Yeah, brilliant. Good work. Good work.
You know what? That reminds me. I have a Kevin Spacey donation, a new one. I forgot about it. At $3.
Ooh. What a bargain. Cheaper than a Bill Cosby ticket in 2023. Right, let's speed run through this because this is we've already gone over, and this is around about the allotted time that we give ourselves. It's gone too far over the allotted time. Cheers, Bill. What else have we got over here? It's news. These 10 words have been banished from 2023, and there are some of the news. This is Lake Superior University. It is a university on a lake. And they also think they're better than all the other lakes. Every year they do 10 words that are the most misused of the year. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good one. You're going to love this, Polly. Inflection point. Gaslighting, which, hey, how long has it been? We've been saying for a long time, boys. Gaslighting isn't a word. You made it all up. Quiet quitting, moving forward. Amazing! Absolutely. Does that make sense? Irregardless, that one really tickles my angry bone.
Should have died years ago anyway.
And it is what it is. Those are the words that Lake Superior State University are saying you're not allowed to fucking say anymore.
Most of those are multiple words.
Yeah, I think they started including phrases a couple of years ago, because it just got out of hand, to be honest. I'm very happy.
So words are one of the words that are overused?
Find her.
Good
Get
point.
her. I want to talk to her by lunch. If she's not on the phone by the... Ow! Who do you work for?
Oh, that reminds me, I've got some Nicolas Cage donations I got to fucking make.
I was watching the movie that was from, and I totally forgot he did that. Out! Who do you work for? Just my elevator. This is Steve Dave, thank you for the $3. All right, but only because the 10 was fucking cool. Well, they're both fucking cool.
There you go. Lovely. Right, so those are the words and or phrases you're not allowed to say anymore, irregardless of if someone says it's gaslighting.
I've never even heard quiet quitting. What does that mean? Walking out on the job?
No, it means
without giving your 2 weeks notice, which I don't think you should have to do anyway.
Oh, it's not even that. It's just slowly giving less and less of a shit about your job.
Oh.
Quiet quitting
The American way.
It's the American way. Yeah, it's like just doing a shit job because you don't care anymore. Quiet quitting. I mean, unless I mean, that's what I know it as, Sinatra. Maybe that is why it was quite quick and was just leaving without your 2 weeks' notice. And now it's being used as just giving less of a shit gradually. Which is why they say you can't use it anymore, because it's misused. Just like gaslight,
Maybe.
just like amazing, you know? I mean, I get pissed off about the word phenomenon. Has a plural. Like, that defeats the whole point of the fucking definition of the word in the first place.
Yeah.
So,
I'm very stern on the don't give 2 weeks notice to most jobs.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
they don't give you the common courtesy of letting you know 2 weeks in advance. They just go, you're out of here, leave.
But then also it's about the other. I mean, people are going to have to
fair point.
cover your fucking shift if you just. It's about the people. It's courtesy to the people that you work with, as opposed to.
It's
the
not
people
my
you work
responsibility to take care of them. That's the company's.
for. No, but it's just screwing other people over. I appreciate where you're coming from, but then like the UK has actually very, very good employment laws, especially when compared to the US, because you guys can just get fired just on the spot, but we can't here.
Yeah, it's what's known as a voluntary employment, that we are employed at the leisure of a company, and they can just see us out at any point in time.
It's bloody scary, that is. I mean, how are you meant to plan for your life? You know, you got a mortgage, you got 3 kids, you got a dog.
And that's the other thing,
True
because
Crime
like this
podcast
is what
ain't
I
gonna pay the bills. You know,
this is what I do for a living. Like I do this for a living, and people go, well, why don't you get a real job with some stability? I'm like, do you realize that you can just get fired from a 9-to-5 job for no reason at any point in time?
I mean, just as much as your channel can get deleted at any point in time for no
literally.
fucking reason, you know? Like, it's the same thing. It is the same thing. Right, let's move on. Polly. Batman comic features the Joker becoming pregnant and giving birth to a handsome baby. I can hear the rage. I can hear the rage. He's doing the thing where he's pinching the bridge of his nose right now.
No, I've read the comic. I know
have you
what
really?
happens in the yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
seen it.
did. I had to know. I saw the panel, and I'm like, I have to know if this is real. So I went to perfectly legitimate online sources and grabbed a copy, and it's a 5-page story at the. If you want to know, does he actually get pregnant? Sort of, yes. Zatanna captures him, and then magical spell, so he starts becoming pregnant. And does he actually give birth? No, although there is a shot of him in stirrups with someone staring under the blanket up at his crotch. There's the one.
See, yeah, it's not as bad as all that. When I read it, I'm like, oh, LGBT, fuck off. But no, it's like a mysterious curse.
Yeah,
this looks like
such. He does have a kid, though. What happens is he stands up, throws up a bunch of mud, which then forms into a little mini-me Joker. Not that that's much better. And yeah, there you go.
It's not as bad as all that, to be honest. I mean, the headline, it drew me in. The headline did his job. It is so poorly drawn, though, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah, the art style on this is so shit.
This is fucking the Watchmen original. One of the unepic scenes. Yellow background. Fucking what? We got 3 colors in there and fuck all else, you know?
Yeah.
If you're gonna have a pregnant Joker, I want stretch marks, motherfucker. Oh, thank God you've already seen it, though. That's good. Right, what else we got? We're at Yahoo. Wells Fargo sacks India executive for urinating on a plane passenger. He was in business class, and I'm guessing the toilet was occupied, so he just went, this woman will do, and just dropped trow and pissed up against her shoulder.
Fuck.
Yeah. Now he's been sacked, so, that's good enough. Man accused of living inside school ate burger chicken tenders on Christmas. This is Sean Briggs right here. He looks like the kind of guy who would live inside a school. And what Christmas dinner he had? Melted butter clogs historic canal and storm drains after dairy plant fire in Wisconsin. I was looking forward to this one. It's just a shit ton of fucking melted butter comes pouring out of this fucking factory fire. And I'm presuming everyone's coming up with their fucking fondue kits. It's free melted butter. What are you doing? Come on. Just pick out the gravel. It's going to be fine. Oh, it sounds delicious. U.S. Congressman Robert Garcia to take oath on Superman comic.
Oh.
And Sinatra, you remember Ghastly used to say, because Ghastly very much an atheist himself, and you didn't take the piss out of him for it, it's just me, about swearing on the Bible.
He's not an atheist.
Is he not?
No.
What is he? Is he Jewish?
He believes in the whale.
Okay, fair point. Right, so he's a sea Jew. He fucking he said they should swear on the Constitution, not the Bible, and I'm like, oh, that is actually very fucking interesting. Why shouldn't fucking do people swear on the Quran and shit like that? And if so, why can't you swear on something that actually means something a lot to you? I think this guy's taking the piss a little bit here, swearing on a Superman comic. Polly, thoughts?
I think he's taking the piss. And do people swear on the Quran? Yes, several members of Congress have sworn on Thomas Jefferson's copy of the Quran. That's the one they swear on if they want to. And you don't need to swear on anything.
Oh, do you not?
So to swear on a Superman comic, you can just have it affirmed. You don't need to swear on anything. It's just, like I said, it's just affirmed. It's like when you're in court, you need to swear on the Bible. No, you can just affirm it if you don't want to. Atheists, like I said, you know you've won when this is the petty level that you're operating at for arguments. If that's swearing on a Superman comic, is that just taking the piss? Hell yeah.
Okay.
I, for one, believe and like the idea of swearing on the Constitution.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Because I mean, as a congressman or congresswoman, certainly, when it comes to court, I mean, for me, I'd be like, right, print out every single page of Wikipedia, and I'll swear on that. Just making sure that I'm going to be for free for as long as possible. Vladimir Dragon through his $5 super chat saying, I was thinking it was a gender-swapped Joker that got pregnant. So was I, buddy. So was I. It drew me in with a headline, but it turns out, no, it was just a poorly drawn and poorly written comic. And we're going to leave it there. What else we got? Nature to be prescribed to GP patients in Derbyshire. GP meaning general practitioner, just your regular run-of-the-mill doctor. You go in and they go, oh, do you know what, me leg hurts? And they go, yeah, go look at a tree. How they're prescribing time outside, I'm not entirely sure. But hey, this is the state of the NHS under a Tory government right here. Go UK, go UK. The Mirror tells us the Earth was hit by a massive blast of energy after two stars collided light years away. Which is very fucking cool. It's just none of us knew it, Polly. If it would be like, everyone on the fucking west side of the planet fell over today as two stars collided light years away, I'd be like, oh, that's what it was. But no, it was just a shit ton of radiation hit us as two stars merged, which is also very cool. Isn't it?
I think so.
Thank you. Oh, God. Oh, okay. This isn't. No, I'll tell you what. This was the most stupid arrests of 2023. But I couldn't, even if I zoom out, I couldn't fucking get it to fit into the OBS. So, we'll just leave it. On to the titular article.
I think it's a mobile page.
Doesn't. Oh, hang on. AMP. Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't fuck around with this now. On to our titular article. Today's episode of the AAA meeting is brought to you by the tagline, No snakes on a plane because woman tries to bring emotional support boa constrictor onto plane in Tampa. Yes, it is, of course, fucking Florida. And what you're seeing on the screen right there isn't actually a fucking Damien Hirst painting. It is the x-ray of her luggage. And right there is a low-down dirty snake. Emotional support boa constrictor. Anyone?
No. No one.
Not touching that one. No, not touching that. And you may now consider yourself newsed. Woo!
All right.
Oh, that took a hot minute. But then, there was a couple of articles where we really fucking got in there. Did we not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And what's wrong with that? Seriously,
Nothing.
what is wrong with that? Nothing?
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Nice.
Should we have a game?
Sure.
I love the enthusiasm on Mondays. Fucking fantastic. We're going to be playing. It is a game that's been very well received, and it is a new version. Well, I say new version. Yeah, it's the same game, just with different, game bits. It is Wild Beef. Everyone remembers Wild Beef. It is where people online or just in general have tried to say a word but forgotten the word, so they try to talk around the word. Wild Beef, of course, meaning cow. So, You ain't got to call out your name. You just got to call out what the word is. Let's play Wild Beef. Starting off with the first one. Twice as few.
Half as many? What do you, I forget how this game goes.
Right, so someone is... okay, right. So someone forgot the word cow.
Right.
So instead of saying cow, because they forgot the word cow, because they're fucking genius, use the word wild beef to describe what they meant.
All right.
Right, so I'm giving you the description. The description right here, what I just said, twice as few, is wild beef. You have to say what they were trying to say. Twice as few.
Half?
And there it is. Sinatra says twice as few is half.
I said half as many. That was partially right.
Okay, well, you were twice as few wrong. On to the next one. Booze flu.
Hangover.
Polydub.
Haha, I know.
Aha, see, he gets it now. Game on, bitch! Ordering hole.
Drive-through?
I'm going to need a little bit more.
Drive-through window?
There it is. Sinatra says with a drive-through window. It's a quick game. It's a good game. Anti-flamethrower. Or anti-flamethrower to you guys.
No, fire extinguisher.
Ah, Polydub!
I would have said hose.
Yeah, it's all about them hoes. Eye telescopes.
Glasses.
Glasses?
Nope.
Spectacles.
No.
Microscope?
No.
Binoculars.
There it is! Or if you're a fan of Guy Ritchie, binoculars. Asian food tweezers.
Chopsticks.
Polydub. Very close game so far.
He spat that shit out like did you come up with that?
Straight in there. It seemed angry. It seemed a little bit angry. On to number 7. Soup scooper.
Spoon.
Ladle?
It's ladle.
God damn it, ladle.
Polly just shouted out the
Spoon
word
is just
scoop.
a small ladle.
Don't give me that. Spoon is not a small ladle.
It is.
There's an
They're
angle.
functionally identical.
There's an angle.
Oh,
You eat your soup out of a tiny little ladle and tell me they're the fucking same thing, mate. And also
You're not
record that
man
video
enough
'cause
to
I
eat
would
your
love to
soup
see
with a
it.
ladle. I do.
No, you have a spoon. Oh no, you're such a because you work for a university. You're still such a fucking student. You're like, oh, I know. We'll save on the washing up by just going bowl to ladle to mouth.
I'm the guy who used those paper plates that were left over from that wedding for 6 months. It was glorious. I didn't do dishes for half a
Dude,
year.
I fucking know. It's the best.
I have the stain of 1,000.
I am the
pizza
asshole
slices.
who's just like I grab all of them and kind of like hold them under my arm.
That seemed to be coming.
You know what I
He
mean?
says, I got all this stuff left over. Like there was sporks, there was forks, knives, paper plates, paper bowls. Did you want all this? And I'm like, hell yeah, I want all that. And it,
Dude,
yeah.
does your job not pay you anything?
No, it was out of laziness, not money. But yeah, I am poor.
Ladleness. Way. Right, on to number 8. Funeral park.
Cemetery.
Polydub with cemetery. Still very close, guys. We are 4 for 4. The next 2, they mean a lot. Here we go. Eskimo birds.
Penguin.
Penguins. Sinatra says in the lead with 5. Polly with 4. Come on, Polly. Get you ready for this. You gotta limber up them lips, buddy. Limber them up. Here we go. Map of time.
Watch. Clock. Chronograph.
Calendar?
Calendar.
No, fucking fuck you, Sinatra, you son of a bitch.
I told you the only reason I'm fluent in this is because I speak retard.
Because he's right, there you go. And here's your cheeky little tiebreaker. And we were very, very close to needing it. But it is Italian dinner cake.
Lasagna.
There it is, Polydub. Right there.
At least I got the Italian one over Sinatra. I feel victory in a small way. Small,
And
petty way.
the independent. Hang on, fucking. I got 5 for 4 here. Oh no, that's 6. Sorry. The independent adjudicators are in, and it is this week's Smarty Pants. Is Sinatra says with 6 points.
Yay.
Oh, that was the most dejected yay ever, man. Fuck it. Joshua Montgomery says, no A's in Cemetery Drunkle. Yeah, well, we bury our dead differently over here. Fucking deal with it, all right? Should we have a couple of questions before we get out of here?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. People in the chat, if you've got any questions for myself, Polydub, or Sinatra Says, whack them in the chat, and we'll probably just forget about them. Sinatra.
Yeah, Joshua, it's, Photoshop doesn't have spell check, and Drunkle, can't spell. So
Is there just a possible chance that we spell cemetery different over here?
no,
Are you sure?
Yes.
quite.
Well, I'm not listening to you, Sinatra. Define cemetery. Yeah. Cemetery. And it says, Drunkle, you are correct. So, sorry. Thanks, Google. All right, so I misspelled it. All right, fuck off. Leave me alone. Just another guy says, why don't you bench? I do bench. I guess the answer is... I'm not really in the market for answering that right now. As I'm still
I'm going to guess. I'm going to take a guess. It's going to be 140.
Close enough. We'll go with that. Look, I've not been doing it all that long. Sinatra's been going to the gym since he was in utero, and I've only been going since the summer. So it's an ever-changing thing, and I'm getting better. This is the door staff at my pub. When I come in, one of the guys just goes, "Hey, you really coming along, mate?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Got you swollen. Look at this. All right.
no, but because he goes, I can tell the difference, and this is coming from the door staff, and that is what you want to hear sometimes, Polly. Do you know the reason you go to the gym is, let's be honest, it's for girls, isn't it? It's for girls, but it is literally only fucking men that ever fucking compliment this shit.
I go to the gym for me.
What did I say?
Are you sure he wasn't trying to pull you?
Maybe. I don't know. It's flattering, but I'm just not into black guys.
Aha! I learned that word from a book I was reading.
Did you really? What, Paul?
I did. I was just reading a book, and she was going to school at the London School of Economics, and she asked this other guy, are you sure he wasn't just trying to pull you? And the guy went, ha! And he goes, it's a British saying. You sure he wasn't coming on to you? And I decided to test it out to see if it worked, and it worked.
It worked! Oh, I'm so proud of you.
You can rest your buckles on that.
Hey, Polly, you're really coming along, mate. You're looking good. Big Dress says, did you say there was a Twitch stream tonight? Yes, I did, actually. Over on twitch.tv/Drunkle Not actually sure what we're going to be playing, but we're going to be playing summer. We're going to be playing summer. Mark Smart says, do you recognise the pigeon bodies in the water? I do not recognise the pigeon bodies in the water. Sinatra, you got anything for us, dude?
Yeah, I got a video going up on the Sin and Sass channel, and I'm going to be trying to record 2 speakeasy videos a week going forward, so I'm going to do that after this too.
That sounds fucking awesome to me. Polly, how long was the Noir Bar on the weekend?
What was that?
Chronologically speaking, how long was the Noir Bar?
Oh, it was a really tight 90 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the dot.
You did a tight 90? Fucking hell. All right,
it was just over 5.5 hours.
Wow. So, hey, if you're having trouble sleeping, then, that'll send you off. If you've got a long commute to work tomorrow, then that'll fucking get you there. Go over to the Polygon channel and have a listen.
Completely sober. I showed up completely sober.
So did I.
And by the end of it, I'm like, all right, guys, I gotta go. It was 6 a.m. Like, I gotta go lay down.
Yeah, I was pretty fucking loaded by the end of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds fucking awesome. Go over to the Polydub channel and check that shit out.
We did a half hour on thatch roofs. You'll never find more interesting content.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I'm going to go and look up that specific bit. Fucking Big Dro said, fucking, where is it? Oh, God. Do they measure the weights in the UK in stones?
I think just people's weight.
I can bench 16 stones. Yeah, it is just people's weight. I don't think... You're not never going to be like, I ate 3 stones of cheese. Because we measure cheese in wheels, I guess, like the rest of Europe. And let's be honest, they got cheese correct. I couldn't tell you, I don't even like cheese, but I know where cheese comes from. And we have got Mike Savage. Do you recognize the bodies in the cemetery? I do not recognize the bodies in the cemetery. But hey, that is it, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go knocking up the Joker just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polybob channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island with news, games, and banter that will make you literally die. I'm heading over to Drunken Plays on twitch.tv for some epic gameage. While you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. But if it's way past your bedtime, then thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the incredible donations. The best goddamn chat online. And don't bring your snake on a plane.
No, I forgot about something. No, don't bring your snake on a plane. We do have the best chat online, but I have something to pitch. Weebo Jones and I are doing a cocktail hour in half an hour, so go over to Weebo Jones' channel.
Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah, okay.
There you go. Yeah.
I will have that on in the background while I record.
I am terrible at promotion, and that's why
I love that. He does that. I will be having Polly in the background while Drunkle is also streaming. Cheers, son.
Yeah, they're all there for Weebo. I understand. It's fine.
Of course, they're all there.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'll have them both on, but muted.
That does make me feel better. I just want to be muted in an equal way. All right. Don't bring your snake on a plane.
Or snake.
Or snake.